I stopped praying not because I hate religion, not because I think faith is stupid, I think it's beautiful, but I stopped because I realized my life was never going to change unless I changed something about it. And I changed it myself. I think a lot of people need to hear that. For years, I kept waiting for my life to magically become better. I was waiting for love, for friends, for purpose, waiting for somebody to enter my life and finally make everything make sense. Like in the movie where one person changes everything. I genuinely believed one day somebody would just appear in my life and suddenly I'd feel less lonely, less lost, less empty. Maybe it would be a girl, maybe a friend, maybe a mentor. I didn't know, but I kept hoping someone would just crash into my life and save me because of that, I kind of stopped living my own life when I thought like that. I mean, back when I was in university, my life was basically go to class, go home, repeat. Sometimes I might go to the gym if I felt motivated enough, but I wasn't obsessed with the gym as much as I am now. No, I thought I was doing everything right. Go to university, get your degree, get a job, build a good life. That's what everyone and society seems to tell you, but then I graduated and, well, nothing changed. I had no girlfriend, I had no friends, no real friend group, no direction, and honestly, no job as well, and I felt completely lost. I remember sitting there wondering, is this it? Because I generally thought finishing university would fix my situation, but I thought once I got the degree, life would finally begin. But instead, I just became depressed, and during that time, I prayed a lot. I would sit alone in my room asking God, or whoever was listening, to send someone into my life. I mean, there's this scene in the Lilo and Stitch movie, the animated one, where Lilo prays for like a friend, and then Stitch, usually like comes crashing down to the island. That was basically me being Lilo praying for my Stitch. I kept hoping somebody would crash into my life, but they never arrived. Yeah, nobody came. And every time those prayers went unanswered, I became more sad. I cried way too much over those years. And honestly, yeah, way more than I should have. I felt like I had no purpose, no future, no real connection with anyone. Then came the job search that made things even worse. I thought getting a degree guaranteed success. I was very naive back then, and back then years went by and, well, barely anyone responded to my applications, and I think I only got maybe 3 interviews over 5 years. That rejection destroyed my confidence. And I did spend my time in bed, just sleeping constantly, not really eating, barely moving, or maybe I was overeating, I don't know. My dad noticed, and he eventually brought me to work with him in the factory for night shift, and I did not like it. I mean, not because factory work is beneath me. It's not. It's work. But I felt like I had failed. I remember thinking, what was the point of putting all those years studying? Still, yeah, I kept working there for almost a year because at least it was something. At least I was earning money. Yeah, I was there for about not doing for in total I was there for 4 years, but I only did night shift for 1. So yeah, but eventually they let me go, and somewhere during all of this, something inside me finally clicked in my head. I heard a quote from Theo Vaughn who said, "Nothing changes if nothing changes," and another one from someone who said, "Nobody's coming to save you." I hear that all the time, and I say it quite a lot. And at first, those words hurt, but eventually they free you. Because I guess I realized I had spent years waiting for motivation, for confidence, for love, waiting for someone else to fix my life for me. And that was never going to happen. So in 2025, I decided to finally take control of my own life. I stopped waiting. I decided to study cybersecurity. Another thing to study. Let's go. And I'm studying it because it actually interests me. And for the first time in years, I actually enjoy learning again. I've also decided to chase a childhood dream that I've buried for most of my life. Professional wrestling. It's something I've always wanted to do. But I was always too afraid to actually try. And honestly, I'm glad I started, because even if I fail, I'd rather fail chasing something I genuinely care about than spend my entire life continuing to wonder, what if? I also realized that if I wanted to make friends, if I wanted friends, I had to actually talk to people. I had spent years hoping people would approach me first, but now I started initiating conversations myself, whether it's at the gym, at class, or whatever event I'm at, and slowly things change. Sometimes you click with people. It's not always like instant, it's not dramatic, it's very slow, but I eventually became more social. I was more confident in being me, more comfortable being myself. And of course, the same thing happened with dating. I stopped waiting for love to magically appear. I started cold approaching women. And, you know, it was awkward as hell. And I only cold approach because I don't go anywhere where there's a lot of women, you know. So yeah, I cold approached, and some were very polite, some were brutal and rude. But eventually I just stopped being afraid of rejection. And over time, I actually became better socially. I've even been on a few dates, got numbers, had genuine conversation. Unfortunately, you know, still no relationship yet. But for the first time in my life, I'm very optimistic about the future. I guess that's the hope core in me. And yeah, I guess that's the difference. I no longer sit in my room crying and waiting for life to begin, because now I'm actually living it. That doesn't mean my life is perfect. I still struggle sometimes. I still overthink. I still get lonely. But now when I look at my life, it finally feels like I have some control over where it's going. And that's why I stopped praying. Not because I think there can't be a higher power. There could be, or maybe there isn't. I don't know. And honestly, it shouldn't matter what I think, but what I do know is this. My life only started changing when I stopped waiting for someone else to change it for me. When I stopped putting all my hope into being saved and started to trust myself instead, because nobody taught me how to live my life or how to fix it. I had to slowly figure everything out myself, whether it was through failure or through rejection, through all those awkward conversations when I first started, through trying new things, through embarrassing myself, and through continuing to do anything even when I wanted to quit. And honestly, that process is what finally made me enjoy my life. So if you're sitting here waiting for someone to save you, well, please stop waiting. Just stop waiting for that perfect moment. Stop waiting for motivation to appear. You should just start. Stop waiting for someone to come and fix your loneliness, and stop waiting for life to suddenly become meaningful on its own. Because maybe nobody is coming, and most likely nobody is coming, and that might sound a bit depressing, but it's also freeing, because it means your life is still in your hands and you can still change. You can still grow. You can still become someone you're proud of. You can become your own hero. The moment I stopped waiting for my life to change was the moment I think it finally started changing. It was the moment it started to change. Yeah. So go out there and make the change for yourself. Become your own hero. Yeah. I hope this video doesn't offend anyone. I'm not trying to bash religion or anything. I do think it's beautiful, but I think the biggest message I want people to take from this video is that you shouldn't just keep relying on prayer and God, only because that can paralyze you. And if you did what I did and just do what you want to do, actually just start and try, that's when change happens. You can't be hoping for someone to come into your life and make the change for you, inspire you, whatever. If you want to try something, try it. Because my life changed when I started trying, and I do believe it will change for you. So yeah. I hope you guys liked the video. Please comment if you guys are trying and what your experience has been like. And if you are new here, I would very much appreciate a subscribe. And of course, thank you for watching. And remember to be your own hero. I'll see you guys next week. Oh boy. Dirt.